The S23 Ultra has a trick up its sleeve when it comes to performance and getting even more battery life. So you're probably sitting here, if you've got an S23 Ultra, this works on the S23 Plus and the regular S23 as well, you can squeeze more battery life. And this is probably going to be more applicable for the S23, but the Ultra, that's what I have. So talking about the battery profile stuff, you can get more battery life out of this, which is crazy because pretty much everybody using it has just been singing all the great, wonderful praises about how good the battery life is. And that's fantastic. And that's compliments of the Snapdragon 8 Generation 2. Well, let me go ahead and show you how to get to this setting because it's not the easiest thing to find if you don't know what you're looking for. And when I say light mode, dark mode, whatever, we're not talking about the display profiles. This is about the processor profile and how it basically downclocks the processor and throttles it purposefully so that way you're not using as much power for day-to-day stuff. And I've used this profile like all day and I haven't really noticed any pickups whatsoever. So for day-to-day performance, it's pretty darn good. So swipe down, go to your settings. Once you're in your settings, you go down to battery and device care. This doesn't seem too intuitive once you get to this screen right here because I mean, you probably don't think that you could just click on this, but click on right here, the bar where the battery's at, pulls up your battery stuff. So you swipe down, go to the bottom where it says more battery settings, tap on that, and then right here, performance profile. You have light and standard, and I'll read it. Light prioritizes battery life and cooling efficiency over processing speed. However, this is a 3.36 gigahertz top of the line processor. You don't really need that for day-to-day stuff if you're just checking your email, opening up Twitter, using Instagram, whatever. Those are not power intensive, so basically, instead of using the full power of the processor, tones it down a little bit, and then you're the winner because you get more battery life. So if you're out and about, if you're going to have an exceptionally long day, if you know you're going to be using it a lot, if you're going to have a ton of screen on time, this could be a helpful thing to do. So you can just put it on light mode, and then standard mode provides the recommended balance between processing speed, battery life, and cooling efficiency. So that's your normal mode. Then you've got light mode, and light mode squeezes extra battery life out of it. So that's a really nice feature. And I would like to see that come to the other phones. I really feel like the S22 Ultra could really benefit from this. And I know that One UI 5.1 has been rolling out to that phone. I don't have it yet on mine. I'll check whenever I get home. As you can see, I'm not recording from home right now. I am in New York City, about 2 blocks away from the Empire State Building. I'm flying tomorrow to go to Spain, to Barcelona for Mobile World Congress so I can go cover that and check out some of the new phones coming out. So, light mode. Like I said, that's how you get to it. It's not very intuitive, and it doesn't really make a whole lot of sense to go through all those steps to go find it. But it is something that can give you extra battery life. And again, this may not be something that everybody needs to use because most people are probably getting great battery life already. For me, I haven't had it dial me during the day yet. And I was even out and about in New York the last 2 days, taking a lot of pictures, shooting some video clips, using it as I would normally use my phone, and it's making it to the end of the day. So this is something where really you've got to be doing something, a lot of power draw, a lot of intensive stuff, or you just need to make sure it's going to last all day. And this is different from battery saving mode. So battery saving mode actually throttles it even more, turns off a lot of non-essential stuff. This one doesn't turn off the non-essentials. This one just uses less power, and that's a big distinction because when you turn on battery saving mode or power saving mode, it's basically like triage mode where your phone goes, okay, I'm going to turn this off, turn this down, shut off the background tasks, keep this stuff from sending data in the background, and it limits a lot of different things, and it throttles the processor down even more. So that's something that you will notice performance like slowdowns and things like that. So that's like a triage. You're down at 20%. You don't know when you're going to charge. You're stuck in traffic 3 hours away from home. You really need more battery. So battery saving mode, power saving mode, that's different. This is just a way to basically, it's going to run a little bit slower, the processor speed, but that's nothing that you're going to notice in your day-to-day usage. Pretty much at all. And that's a great benefit. And it's funny because you're like, well, if we're going to do this, why do we need so much power? And this has been a discussion point for a very long time because we're running processors over 3 gigahertz on our phones now, and we're still just doing the same stuff. We're still running Instagram, we're still running Twitter, we're still running Facebook, we're still running ChatGPT, all these crazy things now, all these like Bing AI and all these assistants, all the crazy stuff we're doing from our phones. But this is just one extra thing that I'm glad that Samsung implemented because It's like all the pros and not a whole lot of cons, because it's nothing that's really going to interrupt your day-to-day usage. You get the extra battery life. You can turn it on when you want. You can turn it off when you want. And now you know how. So that's all for this video. I just wanted to talk about that because a lot of folks don't know about it. It's something that we got with the Fold 4 this last year, and it was a big help for that phone, so I was glad to see it come along with this one. But with the Snapdragon 8 Generation 2, we haven't really needed it all that much, so just keep this little ace up your sleeve in case you need it. If you find you need some extra battery for the day, you know it's going to be a long day, you want to extend your battery life, there you go. Now you know. And knowing's half the battle. G.I. Joe. So that's all I've got. If you have any questions or comments, please go down in the comment section. I will get back with you. If you enjoyed the video, if you found this helpful, please hit the like and the subscribe button and the little notification bell if you want updates when new videos come out. And as always, thanks for being here. I appreciate you watching, and I'll see you guys next time.